Welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Orlando. I'm Catherine Vaccaro, and I'm not Judith Stein-Farrall. I am a worship assistant here at First Unitarian. With me in today's service are our minister, Reverend Margalie Belizaire, our director of music, Aubrey Connelly-Candelario, our company, Brittany Alsay, the luminary. This, I think, Reverend Margalie, is the wrong script. It sure reads like last week to me. Well, anyway, I know most of this script by heart, so we greet you this morning, old friends and new ones, as we explore our Unitarian Universalist faith, which draws us into a community of justice seekers with a commitment to lifelong spiritual growth and compassionate service to the community. Whether today is your first or your 1000th Sunday in our midst, you are welcome here. Whoever you are,
technical difficulties, beloveds. Why don't you use
I will use
mine?
yours.
It's ready to go.
That's a wonderful idea.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Take this baby away. All right. Okay, whether today is your first or your 1000th Sunday in our midst, and I feel like it's 1,000 already, you are welcome here. Whoever you are, whoever you love, you are welcome here. In this community, your whole self is welcome. We welcome your race, national origin, immigration status, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, physical or mental abilities, economic status, or religious background. We welcome you. We have a few special announcements today. Today we have a town hall. Join the Justice Action Team and Reverend Margalie at 12 p.m. in Gore Hall for our monthly town hall. Your feedback is needed on how we did last church year, and your input is necessary to plan for next year. Next Sunday, Reverend Margalie explores Reverend Dr. Thondeka's idea of love beyond belief. The order of service QR code is incorrect today. We just batting 1,000, so ignore that. For more information about our congregation and announcements, go to orlandouu.org or email info@orlandouu.org. Thanks again for being here in person and online today. And now we will do our chalice lighting, and I would like to invite Franklin to come up. Franklin is 7 years old. He loves to play outside, so he's really enjoying the summer, and his favorite game is tag. So join me as we say our beloved chalice lighting words. In the light of truth and in the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Great job.
Aubrey and I will be sharing Langston Hughes' poem, Let America Be America, again with you. You'll hear language that reflects the time in which he wrote the poem. I'm presenting his original words as they are part of the historical witness he offered. For what it's worth, I think his poem is remarkably contemporary, despite being 90 years old and written in 1934. Much of its power comes from hearing it in its original voice and realizing how many of its questions remain unresolved.
Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free.
America never was America to me.
Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be that great, strong land of love, where never kings connive nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above.
It never was America to me.
Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath, but opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe.
There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free.
Say, who are you that mumbles in the dark? And who are you that draws your veil across the stars?
I am the poor white, fooled and pushed apart. I am the Negro bearing slavery scars. I am the red man driven from the land. I am the immigrant clutching the hope I seek and finding only the same old stupid plan of dog eat dog, of mighty crush the weak. I am the young man full of strength and hope, tangled in that ancient, endless chain of profit, power, gain, of grab the land, of grab the gold, of grab the ways of satisfying need, of work the man, of take the pay, of owning everything for one's own greed. I am the farmer, bondsman to the soil. I am the worker sold to the machine. I am the Negro servant to you all. I am the people, humble, hungry, mean, hungry yet despite the dream, beaten yet today, oh pioneers. I am the man who never got ahead, the poorest worker bartered through the years. Yet I am the one who dreamt our basic dream and the old world while still a serf of kings, who dreamt a dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring sings, and every brick and stone and every furrow turn that's made America the land it has become. Oh, I am the man who sailed those early seas in search of what I meant to be my home. For I'm the one who left dark Ireland's shore, of Poland's plain, and England's grassy lea, and torn from black Africa's strand, I came to build a homeland of the free. The free? Who said free? Not me, surely not me. The millions on relief today, the millions shot down when we strike, the millions who have nothing for our pay, for all the dreams we've dreamed, and all the songs we've sung, and all the hopes we've held, and all the flags we've hung. The millions who have nothing for our pay except the dream that's almost dead today. Oh, let America be America again, the land that never has yet been and yet must be, the land where every man is free, the land that's mine, the poor man's land, Indians' land, Negroes, me, who made America, whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain, whose hand at the foundry, whose plow and the rain must bring back our mighty dream again. Sure, call me ugly names, all the ugly names you choose. The steel of freedom does not stain. From those who live like leeches on people's lives, we must take back our land again, America. Oh yes, I say it plain. America never was America to me, and yet I swear this oath. America will be. Out of the wreck and ruin of our gangsters' death, the rape and rot of graft and stealth and lies, we, the people, must redeem the land, the mines, the plants, the rivers, the mountains, and the endless plain. All
all the stretch of these great green states, and make America again.
And now, please rise and body your spirit, and let us sing our opening hymn, number 354, We Laugh, We Cry. And we're only going to do the first and last verses.
We laugh, we cry, we live, we die, we dance, we sing our song. We need to feel there's something here to which we can belong. We need to feel the freedom just to have some time alone. But most of all, we need those friends we can call our very own. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a need to be together. And our hearts to give, we have our thoughts to receive. And we believe that sharing is an answer. We seek elusive answers to the questions of this life. We seek to put an end to all the waste of human strife. We search for truth, equality, and blessed peace of mind. And then we come together here to make sense of what we find. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a joy being together. And in our search for peace, maybe we'll finally see, even to question truly is an answer.
So, as we begin, let's take a deep breath together. And let us fully arrive here in this beloved community. One more breath. And know that what we do here is holy work, beloveds. It is good to be with you today, just days away from the 4th of, well, no, yesterday, not days. America's 250th birthday. Like our faith tradition, this country is an aspiration to be better and to do better. It is not unpatriotic or anti-American to see America fully, the beauty and the ugly. It is actually our duty to do so. May we become the America that never was but must be. I wish to continue exploring with you what it means to flourish together. We have reflected on flowers, on volunteers, on community, and on the ways we are strengthened by one another. Today, we turn our attention to something that could be difficult: vulnerability. Many of us have been taught that strength means independence, that maturity means not needing anyone, that asking for help is somehow weakness. Yet, perhaps flourishing requires something entirely different. Perhaps it requires the courage to let ourselves be known. to let ourselves be helped, to trust that someone else might actually want to give you the gift of caring for you. Let us enter then this hour gently with open hearts. And as we enter our time together, let us greet one another. If you are joining us for the first time online, please say so in the chat. And if you are here in person for the first, maybe even the third time, if you would raise your hand or stand up so we can fully welcome you. We have someone in the back here. Welcome. And so now we have someone else up front. Welcome. So let's move about and let us greet one another, and Aubrey will call us back together. If we have little ones here or next to little ones who want to come up front as we get into time for all ages, please come up. No pressure, but come on up. All right. Getting really comfy, huh? Oh.
So back in my early 20s, I heard a story. It sounded a bit like a fairy tale back then, about a farm that began with 3 farmers longing to grow food for their neighbors in a place where that had largely become impossible due to rising land prices. And so they approached a group of interested neighbors with a plan, or at least a proposal or a plea for the possibility of local food again in that place. And this included a budget for what it would cost them to undertake growing a year's worth of vegetables for 30 households, vegetables as well as milk and meat. And they sat the interested folks in a circle, and they asked if they could go around the circle and people would be willing to pledge different amounts of money until the budget was covered. And it took a couple of rounds, but they did it. And they're actually still at it 40 years later. And one of them told me that a few years into the project, a woman came to him, to Anthony, and she said, you know, my husband and I love being a part of this farm and community, but we're going to have to drop out of the farm. We've both lost our jobs. We're going to have to drop out of the farm this year. And he said to her, you know, I think you could do us as the farmers and the membership as a whole a real service if you came to the meeting and you pledged 0. And by golly, she had the courage to do just that. And then what the farmer told me was that what happened next, there wasn't a dry eye in the room. That there was a group of middle-class folks weeping in a way that would have been downright embarrassing in public. So what happened there? Why were they weeping? And so we could tell a story that they were weeping out of pity, that they pitied the poor woman and her family. But that might be a little bit too easy of a story to tell. That maybe instead, in that moment, they had a felt sense of themselves as people who had the capacity to carry their neighbors, which also means that they might live among people who had the capacity to carry them on the day that they needed to pledge 0.
So, I know some of you little one may not fully get the story, but basically, sort of like a group of you get together and you decide you're going to buy something, right? And everybody put a little bit of money, and you do that all the time. And then one year, a couple of you's not able to give the same amount they used to, or give any at all. But instead of you all say, no, you can't be part of the group anymore, you say, no, come on in, the rest of us. We can put enough so that you can still be part of that group. And then when the person comes to ask and say, I can't give any, I don't have any money, so I can't do this, you all start to cry. So this group of people there start to cry. So why do you think you might cry if somebody, let me finish the question, right? Why do you think you might cry, right, if a group of you are together, right, and one of you who's usually able to bring their share of, bring whatever it is you need, and they can't bring it on that day, and they tell you so. They're sad, but they tell you. Why do you think you might cry to hear that? So if you, I'm just going to repeat for everybody, okay? So you think that it would be hard for them they need the money, right? But what about what you all are doing for that person, right? You say, it's okay. You don't have it, that's okay, but the rest of us have it. We can take care of one another. Why do you think that might make you cry? Or what do you think about that idea? You think it's a good one? That we show up for one another? You think it's good? Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect. Huh? It brings happiness. Oh, tears of happiness. Yes. Yes. What else? Any thoughts? Anybody? Any other thoughts? Yes. Tears of joy. Okay. Okay, so how about some of, I know you've said something. Anybody else? Did you get anything from the story? Did you have, go ahead. What did you get from the story? Tears of proud. Okay. Well, yes. Love. So the lesson for us here is that when we are part of a group, when we're part of a community, right, there's this sense of belonging, and there's this sense that if we can all take care of one another, it is better for the whole group. And then it makes everyone feel better, because if this time you don't have enough, but you say, Gabby said, no, I'll take care of it for you. So Gabby can have this feeling like, you know what, when I don't have enough, you'll take care of it for me, right? So we show up for one another when we can, how we can. Did that work for you? A little bit. All right, we're going to call it. We're going to call it, and hopefully in the classrooms, the teachers will explain it some more for you. So if we could, in the middle aisle here, if you could make, yes. Thank you. And Aubrey.
Hello, I am Ronnie Monteith. I am a member of the Board of Trustees. This is my second year, and it's been very interesting, to say the least. Especially the GA, so everybody should always take an opportunity to attend one of those. Each week we make space to collect an offering. This is the time we pass the basket to collect a financial donation from you. We do this not simply to invite you to practice generosity and be in the habit of giving, but also to intentionally and plainly remind you that your giving is necessary for you to exist and thrive, and for us to continue sharing the good news of Unitarian Universalism with the world. The month of July and August, the Share the Plate recipient is the New Image Youth Center. Next month, the founder, Dr. Shanta Barton Stubbs, will be here, along with hopefully a couple of kids, will be here to talk about the center. But today, Jeannie and I are going to tell you a little bit about this great Central Florida organization. Mostly we're going to focus on what the Friends, which you guys have heard a lot about, the Friends of the New Image Youth Center are what we are doing. So I'm going to add a few words here, and then Jeannie's going to add a few words. We're basically the team, although there's lots of other people that step in on different activities. The New Image Youth Center is an organization that provides a safe place with after-school and summer programming for children and youth in downtown Orlando. And this is the Paramore district, which was disrupted by the soccer stadium, but if anybody doesn't know where that is. Friends of the New Image Youth Center helps in various ways throughout the year. These are some of our projects. Gift boutiques. Every spring we ask the congregation to donate custom jewelry, which we clean and package for the kids to choose as Mother's Day gifts, and then also for if they have two important people in their lives. And then every December we work with the Alliance to invite the kids to 1U to choose and wrap gifts for their loved ones. We periodically support the kids by attending events such as their talent shows and their Black History Month, and that would be at their facility in Paramore. In the fall, we often, although we've had a couple of years that we had to skip for various reasons, host the New Image Youth Center kids on our campus for a talent show and lunch. We hope to do that again this year. The congregation is then invited to see them perform. And of course, with that event, we need lots of volunteers for cooking and then just helping the kids out in general. And now Jeannie.
Field trips. We organize several outings for the kids each year. This year, we helped arrange trips to the Orlando Science Center and the Morse Museum. Cards. Each month, we write birthday cards for the students and staff having birthdays that month. Every February, we write Valentines for all the kids and staff. In May, we send graduation cards to the students graduating from high school. Donation campaigns. Several times a year, we ask the congregation to donate items for the kids. That's when you see me wearing funny things on my head. Every January, we collect new socks for the kids. In July, we collect new underwear for them. Twice a year, we collect snacks for the kids. We can always use volunteers to join our team or to help work with individual projects. The New Image Youth Center kids are great to work with and really appreciate our help. If you're interested, please talk to one of us after the service. Thank you for your support.
So today's full collection will go to the New Image Youth Center, and the same is true the first Sunday of August. And then note, you can always give online. You can use your phone to scan. I don't know if this QR code should work. Okay. Found in the back pocket of the thing in front of the pew in front of you to donate through Zephi. Note that you can change the service fee to $0 at checkout. Our offering will now be collected. Let us joyfully receive what is offered here today in the spirit of gratitude and fellowship.
Story by Connelly-Candelario. My mother told me to go to our neighbors and ask for salt. But we had salt at home. I asked her why she wanted me to ask our neighbors for salt when we already had some. She explained, our neighbors don't have a lot of money, and they often ask us for something they need. From time to time, I also ask them for something small and inexpensive, like salt, so that they will feel that we need them too. This way, they will feel more comfortable, and it will be easier for them to continue asking us for the things they need. This simple act taught me a profound lesson about empathy, humility, and the importance of community. My mother understood that relationships are built on mutual support, and sometimes asking for help is as important as offering it. By occasionally asking for small things, we create a sense of balance, making our neighbors feel valued and needed. It wasn't just about the salt. It was about creating a bond, a sense of equality, and a shared understanding that we all rely on each other. At first glance, right, the story feels absurd, asking for salt when you already have it. But as you saw, the mother understood something that the child did not. Relationships can become unhealthy when one person is always giving and another is always receiving. This is one of the reasons why, as you use, we differentiate between charity work and justice work, where the focus is relationship. The mother wasn't borrowing salt. She was preserving dignity. She was giving her neighbors the opportunity to be generous. She was reminding them and herself that every human being longs to know they matter. Sometimes the greatest gift we can offer another person is not our strength. Sometimes it is our need. So let us enter a moment of silence as we each solitarily reflect on the following questions. Who has allowed you to help them? And how did it make you feel? Let us now into the space where we make time to share our joys and sorrows, the places of lightness and heaviness in our lives. We do this not only to express what is in our hearts, but to remind one another that no one journeys alone. So if you have a sorrow you need witnessed or help with, or a joy that you wish to share, please contribute to our collective sharing of joys and sorrows. And during this time in the service, we share it with with the rest of the community. During the week, you can send us an email at joysandsorrows@orlandouu.org. And if you are attending in person, you can fill out a card, and the wonderful welcomers and greeters up front always make sure that we receive them so that we can share them here. So, may you have deep knowing that you can bring your joys and your sorrows as we come together. Come just as you are, because your whole self is welcome into this space, this sacred space that we are creating together. Our flowers today are provided by Angie Casey in honor of our beloved country, the United States of America. A beautiful experiment in democracy if, as Benjamin Franklin said, we can keep it. May we all practice unity and strive for freedom and justice for all. Amen. Happy birthday, America. Rhonda Rodriguez sent us a note to let us know that her mother passed away on Thursday night after a long battle with lung cancer. She notes that some of you at 1U had the chance to meet Lana since she attended services occasionally. She's requesting, that is, Rhonda is requesting for help as she's been asked by the assisted living facility to clean out her mom's apartment on Monday, tomorrow that is, and many hands make light work. She welcomes assistance in packing boxes for donation. So if you have time to go to Champions Gate for an hour or two and lend a hand, please be in touch. And I have her contact information here. Lisa Ruckman also suffered the loss of a parent. Her father, Lloyd Ruckman, passed away just yesterday. Steph Garber was diagnosed with Parkinson's this week. She adds that she and David knows that their 1U family will be by their sides as things progress. And I have a joy here from the 1U Alphabet Soup Fellowship. With great joy, we shout out a big thank you and congratulations to our own Rachel Gardner and Jim Irwin for the creation of our own rainbow-painted crosswalk. If you haven't seen it, well, be hard to if you're driving through the campus. But as always, joy sitting alongside sorrows. May we always take the time to celebrate and show up for others to help carry the load of the grief and sadness. We hold the fears and sorrows of all those affected by the brutality of war. We hear of fires this week, threats, natural disasters, and other situations that are beyond the control of so many. We hold this community both near and far. We hold our communities both near and far, and our country with care, and the world with compassion by acting for justice and all the small and large ways that will move the arc of the universe toward justice. For all the joys and sorrows of this community shared and those we continue to hold close to the heart, let us pray, let us celebrate, and let us send one another healing energy. I now invite you into a guided meditation. Let your feet rest comfortably. Allow your shoulders to soften. Take a slow, deep breath. Take another deep breath in and gently let it go. As you breathe, imagine all the people whose kindness has carried you through life. Teachers, friends, parents, children, neighbors, even strangers. People whose names you remember and people whose names you never knew. Notice how many lives have touched yours. How many hands have steadied you? How many hearts have made room for yours? Now imagine those moments when someone trusted you enough to ask for your help. Perhaps they ask for advice. Maybe they ask for a meal, a listening ear, a ride, a hug, a prayer. How did it feel to be trusted enough to ask for your help? How did it feel to matter? Now, gently ask yourself, where in my life am I pretending I don't need anyone? What small piece of salt might I borrow? Not because I cannot survive without it, but because relationships flourish when we trust one another enough to both give and receive. Relationships flourish when we trust one another enough to both give and receive. May we be a people who is strong enough to be vulnerable and vulnerable enough to flourish together. If your eyes are closed, slowly open them. And I want to invite you into an activity where you will reflect with another on the question, what is one way you've allowed someone to care for you recently? As you pair up, each person will have 2 minutes to share. So when it's your turn to share, you have 2 minutes. I'll ring the bell to let you know when your time is up. And if you're done sharing before 2 minutes, the two of you can sit in the silence. And then the next person shares for 2 minutes. So let's find a partner to share. What is one way you've allowed someone to care for you recently? We have a couple of people who'll be going around to help you partner up if you don't have someone to partner up with. Let us all return together, and we will now light one candle for all the joys in our hearts, for the sad and difficult happenings in our personal lives, and for the mystery and the joys and all the sorrows that travel with us. And to remind us that being vulnerable with one another can help us flourish together. And let this flame also remind us that the only thing we know for sure is that we are here right now with this light and this place, with folks who join us here today.
There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere.
And the last activity, borrowing basalt, is one I will ask you to take with you. You, when you came in, you received one of these cards, and I don't want to rush us through it here, so I kind of like the idea of sending you home with it, actually.
Homework.
So if you would fold your card in two, and then next screen. Okay. So on one side, and I'm going to use your example here, if you don't mind. She already wrote on top, offer, and then at the bottom, need. So what is one thing you can offer this community here? So think about that. And then the next one is, what is one small need that you have that maybe somebody in this community can help you with? Now, it doesn't have to be your biggest need, right? It could just be a simple one, maybe a walking partner, someone to check in because this is something that would feel good for you. Maybe you need to move some furniture. Once a week or something, you'd like to have coffee with someone, or you need some advice right now, or some encouragement, or simply time, right? So a simple need that you may have. So the piece of the card where you're putting something that you can offer the community, that piece I want you to hang on to when you come up with that answer. And throughout this new church year, to think about how can you make that offer? How, maybe you're wanting to join, I don't know, the worship team. I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there. So you hang on to that, and throughout the church year, see how you can make that happen. And then the need, if you could bring that next week, if you don't have it today. I'm gonna put them on the community board out there. Now, if you feel comfortable enough putting your name on it, we can see if there is somebody in the community who may just be excited to be your walking partner or something else. They'll give you a call or a text once in a while. So you can take that home with you because I want you to have time to think about it. You may already know, but in case you don't. So if you could bring them next Sunday, and then there's a basket I already know the welcome team prepared for us, but I'll have you put that in there next Sunday. We'll put a little note, put your card here, and then we'll put them in there. Okay? So, to close, the deepest intimacy comes from being seen and accepted as you truly are. That's from Brene Brown. So perhaps flourishing together is not about becoming more impressive. Perhaps it's about becoming more real. The flowers flourish because each one contributes something different. The geese fly further because they depend upon one another. The neighbors became family because they borrowed salt. May we become the kind of community where asking for help is never a source of shame. May we become the kind of people who receive one another's vulnerability as a sacred gift. And may we remember that we do not flourish despite our need for one another. We flourish because of it. Our closing hymn, Spirit of Life. If you would rise in body or spirits, let us sing together.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
As you leave this place, may you have the courage to ask for the salt, the generosity to offer it, and the wisdom to know that none of us was meant to flourish alone. May you be seen. May you be known. May you be loved for who you truly are. Go in peace. Go in love. Go and flourish together. May we be so blessed. Call to action. Ooh. We have our town hall at 12, and this is an opportunity to tell us, hey, is this something that that will continue to help us meet this moment, what's going on in the world and our country and so on? Or what are some things that we can do to better show up for our community in our justice work, okay? So at 12 o'clock next door, you don't even have to stop eating or drinking. You have to be there, okay?
Please say these words with me as we extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of unity, or the fire of